time to get to bed. Yes, they do.
This I'm interested to hear.
He dive bombs her at nighttime. We're in the same, like, he, like, cover I don't know. He, like, puts dives over her, covers her, that's their playing. Then he has the dominance over her. He's like, "I'll get her." Mhm.
I Is it like WWF dive bomb?
Sorta, yeah. And then yes, and just, like, going, like, see.
I can just imagine this pug's like in a four-leg splay as he body slams down onto his
Yeah,
sister.
exactly.
Hello, Hoomans and Puggies. Welcome to the Pug Life Show, brought to you by Pug Parties, because your pug deserves to be the best dressed at the porty. And you can check out the pug-fitting, harness and toilet-friendly Pugs and Stripes collection at pugparties.com. I'm your host, Donna, and with me are my puggy co-hosts, Rosie and Kenji, with their rescue foster brother Buster. Now, there's nothing we love more than a visit by a puggy and their Hooman to talk about their pug life. And in today's episode, we're joined by two puggies, Sammy and Sophie. Sammy's the musical one, always ready to break into a little howling song, while Sophie brings the spice, as her Pug-mom Mary says, especially when she's in the mood to play. Sophie's been known to grab Sammy by the harness and drag him along just for the fun of it, but I'll let Mary tell you what else she does to encourage Sammy to play, and what Sammy does in return. These two half-siblings are partners in all things snorty, and nothing makes them happier than adventures at the P.A.R.K. or curling up in the crook of mum's legs for a snooze. But before we zoom in, don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter. You'll find a link in the show notes so you can be the first to know when the next episode lands. And you'll also get access to lots more Pugtastic goodies. Hello, Mary. Thank you so much for coming on the show to talk about Sammy and Sophie. It's wonderful. It's been a few episodes since I've had a Pug Mum on, so it's wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me, Donna. It's awesome to be here,
No,
and I'm happy to
that's
talk about my
wonderful. And the
business.
great Now, I'm in Australia. You're in the US, um,
Yes.
on the East Coast, I think, if I remember correctly. Yes. So
So
we may have a slight time delay every now and again, but don't sweat it. We'll be fine. The most important thing is you get to talk about Sammy and Sophie.
yes. Sounds great.
That's beautiful. So we'll start with a nice, easy one, and it's one of my favourite questions. Like, what inspired you to become a pug mum?
Well, I it was a long time ago. I was riding a bike with my brother, and we stopped off by a lake, and there was this woman fishing, and she had her little pug right next to her, and he was just sitting there, calm as can be, chillax. And I said, "Wow, that would be like a cool companion for me." And I said, and then I just started researching, and then here come along Sammy. I did it a lot before I could get him, but you know, uh, yes. So that's what I think. And then I started Googling online and watching videos on YouTube. I got I saw a show, this it's Pablo and Company or something like that, that Pug Pablo. So I started watching that show.
Yeah,
He's he puts words in their mouth, and it is just yes. So I don't know if you're familiar with that, but and just watching them, they got such
I have
personalities,
heard of it.
and
I haven't seen it.
okay, I like it. I got hooked. So, but mhm, and it just great companion. Yes. Mhm.
They are. They're the most loyal dog you can have. It was actually for me, it was the movie Milo and Otis, and it's the loyalty for me. It's just they're amazing, bubbly personalities and their sense of loyalty to their fellow their fellow friends and to their human.
Yes, exactly. Yes, he's gotta be with me all the time, wherever I am. He's right here. He has to be right here. He has to sit on my lap all the time. Mhm. Oh, they're the
Nothing
best.
better than a mummy's boy. That's all I can say.
Yes, exactly.
So tell us tell us a little bit about Sammy and Sophie. So probably how did you meet? What was the pug kismet moments for both of them?
Okay. Well, I wanted to I was researching I wanted to help like a foster home, or adopt, but there was none around my area. I would find one, fill out an application,
Wow.
and they said I was working too much, I guess, so I got turned down. There was not a lot of posts to help that I wanted to. So then I thought
Okay.
to get breeders. So I would research breeders, and I finally found one. She was in New Jersey, and I went, and it was around COVID. It, wa- it, wa- it was I was looking before COVID hit. So, but then I had
Mhm.
to. Well, I went to the house. I got her, and she brought him out to me. And as soon as she put him in my arms, I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's when I fell in love with him." Well, I fell in love with him with the pictures, the going back and forth. She would show me when he was born.
Yeah.
Oh, and that was it.
God,
Mhm.
pug love
Yes,
at first sight.
exactly. Mhm. So then when I was ready, he's 5 now. And Sophie is 2
Oof.
years and 3 months. So, I wanted the same breeder, of course, get his a sister for him. So I thought he's lonely and
Oh,
he's
good.
not really like, just to have him play with somebody.
Yep.
So, but unfortunately, his mommy died giving birth to a litter. So, but they
Oh,
have the same.
no.
Yes. Mhm. So they're half brother and sister, but they're good. Mhm.
But the bond is still there.
Yes. Yes, she tortures him. She's a little spicy. Yes. She's very
Well, I can't
spicy.
wait to dive into that.
I know, right? Mm-mm.
Well, before we dive into that, because I definitely wanna hear about it, tell us the
Okay,
story about their names. It's my other favorite question I have when I meet new pugs is because they have all pugs have great names,
okay.
and the stories behind them are always they're so personal and I think
They are
that's what I love about the stories behind pugs' names because they have such meaning to their parents.
they do. Sammy, I named him after my father who passed away when I was 12. So, I know,
Oh, lovely.
so that's why, yes. And then Sophie's name, I had to have another S, Sammy. So I have my mother's
Mhm.
middle name, which is Grace. So she's Sophie Grace. So I call her, you call them full name when you're
Oh,
upset with them.
lovely.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
So my mom, she passed 2 years
Oh, that
ago.
is
So
awesome. I have to admit oh. Oh, that's a lovely way to remember your parents. And do Sophie's and Sammy's personalities kind of mirror things about your parents as well?
uh, really? Well, Sammy, yeah, I feel like if my dad was still here, he would have been as loyal as well as Sammy, always being like on the side. I could talk to him. I think he answers. He does. I ask him questions,
In
and,
his own
yeah. Mhm. So,
I
sort of.
I talk to the puppies all the time, sort of even to the point where my partner Andrew will come out and he go, "Are you talking to me or the pugs?" And I'm like, "Who do you think?" Much
Exactly.
more intelligent conversation out of the puppies. That's
I think exactly, right. I agree.
yeah. Was the because as I was saying before the show, sort of Rosie and Kenji are our 4th and 5th pugs. So but because we've always had rescues, we've only ever gotten to name 2 of them, and that was Winston and Charles, who were pre-Rosie, but their original names were Sumo and JJ, and I just went, "No, I really don't like those names, and I don't think they suit them very well." So but my grandfather, who had passed already, had called my previous pug, my first pug, Fat Dog, Winston, after Winston Churchill. So I promised him that my next black pug would be called Winston.
Oh,
And so Andrew said, well, if we're going to call Sumo Winston, then we need to call JJ Charles after Charles Kingsford Smith, which is quite a famous Australian aviator, because he said Charles needed to have as good a name as Winston. So
good.
similarly, when those two got in trouble, we would scream out Winston Churchill or Charles Kingsford Smith, and it's actually it's too long a name to scream out in the park.
Right? Like Sophie Grace.
I think
Yes. They'll come out just naturally.
yes, it does flow very well, and it is a bit shorter. And I bet you anything, the second she hears Grace, her little ears prick up, and she turns around, and she's got that look of, "Do I come back or do
Mhm.
I just keep running?"
Exactly. Right? Is she serious? Well, maybe. Yeah.
Oh, what's the likelihood I'm gonna get into lots of trouble if I come back?
Right.
That is got it's actually a great segue into Sammy and Sophie's personalities. So you said Sophie's a bit spicy, so we might start with Sophie. Tell us
Okay.
all about Sophie and what makes her Sophie Grace.
Wow. Okay. So she at the groomers first. We'll start with that, I guess. And then we'll go back to
Oh.
how she treats Sammy. Okay. I think that the groomers, she hates getting her nails done. I can't do them myself. She won't sit still. That's
Oh,
impossible.
I won't do them. I
Like,
leave it to the
no, right.
professional.
Yes, I'm afraid of getting too close to the cliff and hurting them, and then they'll lose their trust. Forget it.
Mhm.
Um,
Mm.
so yeah, so she's growled at them every time they get out of that one. She's a little spicy. Sophie Gray.
Oh, no.
And
Oh,
then,
no.
yes, she's and only expressed a glance. So that's like a big
Oh,
no-no.
yes.
Yes.
That I can understand. That would have to be one of the I mean, as we were talking about offline before, I've fat dog my first pug had to have it done until they were removed because they were defective. But every time he knew we were going in specifically to do that. And it's
Oh,
the look of betrayal on their face. Like, you
exactly.
brought me back for that. I
Right.
do feel sorry for her.
Well, I know. I'm sorry. But then, no, she tortures Sammy. That's where she's spicy too at home. Oh
Oh.
my gosh. She will bite his harness and not let go. She'll pull him with her teeth and just not.
Oh,
And he's like trying to get away. She holds on. And then once I get them hold loose from that, then she goes and bites his rear ankle. And she like, and he'll yell.
oh,
"Mm,
wow.
Poppy." I have to pick him up from away from her. That's how spicy she is. Oh,
Oh,
and then
Winston and Charles used to do that. Oh, go keep going, keep going.
no, that's okay. And now in
No,
the
no, no,
post,
keep going.
okay, the male woman gives them both bones. Alright, she drops hers and then has to steal his.
Oh,
And I say, "What the heck?" Every time. The UPS postman, whatever, she steals what he has. Mhm. She's something.
smart UPS post if you ask me.
Yes. Right? Well, but
Very
don't tap
smart.
touch it
I was
down to
gonna
the mhm.
very well, I was gonna say before, like, it was quite when Winston and Charles first come to live with us, we were because Fat Dog was 7 and he was a single pug. He couldn't live with other pugs. He'd sort of his previous life had been that bad that he had to be a single pug. So we'd gone from a 1 pug household to a 2 pug household and 2 two-year-olds because they were a bonded pair. They were from the same litter. And we were horrified the first time we saw them get a little bit rough and tumble because Winston was very jowly, so he had a big ruff. He was all rolls all the way down, whereas Charles was much more svelte. And
Okay.
when they were still a bit poorly when they first come to live with us. They'd had 6 months of pug rescue rehab, And so, but they still had a little bit of strength to sort of build up and regain. And so we knew that they were healthy when we started seeing them rumble.
Okay.
So, but the biting was Charles taking a chunk of Winston's neck roll and dragging him around. And the first time he did it, we were like, "Oh my God, that is horrendous!" And then
Yeah.
we sort of, because I've grown up with hunting dogs, so I know that there's a certain amount of give and take that you've got to let the dogs do to be able to establish their sort of hierarchy. And so I'm watching them in horror, and then they would run around the house, and this is like they just toddle along, and this would be Winston just toddling along, and Charles running with a big mouthful of fat roll. His
Oh,
mouth is,
no.
and it's just, and he just sort of like,
Right, you don't
and
know whether
it
they'll
was their thing, and I know. As I said, the first couple of times we were like, "Oh, I'm a little bit worried," and then we just realised that was their thing. There was no blood spilt or anything else like that. And of course, back in those days, there was no such thing as phones with with cameras on them, and we just never thought to get a camera out or even find a video camera and record this bizarre little thing of like this big rolly black pug being dragged around by his little brother, like by the jowl.
right? Exactly. Oh, yes, that's
Yeah,
when she'll grab when they don't have their harnesses on too. Mhm. She is
yeah, an
oh,
ankle. Literally,
oh,
she's an
yeah.
ankle biter.
Oh, yeah, yes. A little yes, the Rugrats and ankle biters.
And how does Sammy, I guess he just takes it in his stride. He's just sort of like, "Meh."
He does. I mean, he's like, "Ah." He makes his noises. He don't like that because she bites, and there's no skin down there,
Yeah.
his poor little and so that's when
Mm.
he's crying. He's you know, but he lets her do it. But then he gets her back at nighttime. So, then he shows his
Ooh,
dominance. It's time to get to bed. Yes, they do.
this I'm interested to hear.
He dive bombs her at nighttime. Mhm. They're in the same, like he, like, cover I don't know. He, like, puts dives over her, covers her, that's their playing. Then he has the dominance over her. He's like, "I'll get her." Mhm.
I Is it like WWF dive bomb?
Sorta, yeah. And then yes, and just I'm telling like, see.
I can just imagine this pug's like in a four-leg splay as he body slams down onto his
Yeah,
sister.
yes, exactly. Oh my gosh. That's when he gets her back. He bites her and then, it's the oh, oh, like the video I sent to you. That's how they play fight.
Yes,
So there's
yes.
that.
I
Yes.
And I think that, like, I call it pug rumbling. It's just, I don't know how, I mean, I get my guys obviously are a lot older than Sammy and Sophie, so their pug rumbling lasts 30 seconds. Like, they're out of puff after 30 seconds. Like, we're geriatrics now. We and they only do it every now and again. I think sometimes I wonder, as senior citizen pugs, they now understand the virtue of, sleep is actually more important than rumbling. But when they're a young age, it feels like that's all they do all day long is zoomy and rumble.
Yes, the Zoomies. Yes. Oh, I love the Zoomies too. Mhm.
Do you get coffee table zoomies?
Oh, yeah. They go running
Oh,
around each other. Oh, yes. Mhm. They're fun. Aren't they fun?
one
Um,
thing that used to entertain Andrew and I when Winston and Charles were really young and they first come to live with us, and it was the same thing again because we'd only ever had senior pugs. Having such young pugs was entertaining as well as challenging at the same time. But we'd never had, like, Fat Dog was not a zoomer. He just didn't do it. And so when we got Winston and Charles, they used to do coffee table zoomies in front of us while we were watching TV of a night time. But I think the thing that entertained us the most was the smarts that Charles had. Like, Winston just loved zooming. He'd run around, and as long as he had Charles to chase, he was happy. Charles was much smarter. He would they'd probably zoom me twice around the coffee table, and then you could almost see the penny drop in Charles's brain as he goes, "Why the hell am I doing this?" And so what he'd do is he'd just stop, because Winston would overtake him, and so he would stop and just turn around, and then Winston, by that point in time, will have basically done his next loop, and he come creeding around the corner of the coffee table, expecting to see Charles ahead of him running, and of course he'd be sitting there, and the look on his face would be like, "Whoa, what the hell's going on here?" And so he'd come to a screaming halt, and then Charles would just go, "I'm gonna start running the other way now," and then he'd get up and start running. And then Winston would be like,
Oh
"Oh,
my
it's back on." And so then I'll start zooming the other way, do a couple of loops, and then Charles would stop and turn around and wait for Winston to come around and meet him, and then they'd continue. It was like watching goldfish. Winston never cottoned on to the fact that Charles was literally taking him for a ride.
oh my gosh. See? Oh,
It's
that's
just
so
amazing.
funny.
It was their unique little thing. I haven't seen other pugs that we've sort of either fostered or pucky sat for do it, but that was their one thing as brothers that they used to do that we just, and it just hours of entertainment for Andrew and I. You didn't need a TV to sit there watching
Exactly.
them go through this
Oh,
little
right.
routine.
Yes. And Sam, then when he wants to play, then he'll like, I don't know, it's like he's gotta be up higher than Sophie. So when he's on the
Yeah.
bed, like barking at her, come and play, come and play. He wants her to, and then I'm like, go, go, go,
Yeah.
Sophie, go with Sammy. So then go, but that it's like he's gotta be like up higher to like, because she's not like biting him, harassing him, or torturing him. That's it.
Uh-huh.
Messing up. He just wants peace. He's 5, so I guess
Oh, poor puppy.
he's I know.
He's much, much more serious. Has so
Mhm.
much more life experience on Sophie. Do they like toys?
Oh,
Do they
yes.
play with toys, or is it just each other?
So,
Oh, I'm so
now
jealous.
I know Sammy, he used to, but now I don't know what happened. When I got Sophie, he just, like, lost interest in it, and I don't know if that was
Yeah.
because he "Who is this? I don't like this. He took away my mommy." Something like that. Mhm. But she plays well, she's got all her toys. Her bed is, like, she had to throw another bed out. Now she's working on her other second one.
Ugh.
It's got a hole in it. Yes, but they love the toys. She loves the toys more so. They're all there. She's gotta have
Oh,
them. Mhm. And
oh,
that's
you're
good.
so lucky. Like, it's oh, yeah. Pugs are so hit and miss when it comes to toys. All of my own pugs have never really had a Charles and Winston for a little while did, but generally speaking, none of them have. And then we had a foster called Wally for about 3 months last year, and he was about 5 or 6, if I remember correctly, and he loved toys, but he only loved them if you threw them so that he could run and grab them and bring them back, which worked out really well for Kenji, who loved chasing after people. But what was entertaining was we would throw whatever Wally's favourite toy for that day was, because we've always got a basket of toys available. And then in the early days, Kenji would run after him because he'd think, "Oh my God, this is awesome. I've got someone to chase after." And then they get to the toy and Wally pick it up. And then Kenji kind of look at him like, "What are you doing with that thing? Like, what did you stop for that for?" And so after the first couple of weeks, I think Kenji cottoned on that the reason why Wally was running was not because he wanted to run with Kenji, it was because he wanted to run after these toys. So Kenji
Oh,
was like, "Well, I'm not in for that thing." So I was like,
right.
but
Oh,
it's so nice to play with your pug with a toy. I do enjoy it.
yes, that's how oh my god, when I first got Sammy, we were always outside in the yard. He would go after the ropes. He liked the rope, no balls, but the
Mm.
ropes, and then I said, "Fetch," and he would come back and bring it back to me. But Sophie,
Oh,
I don't she's not trainable that way. I throw it, she goes gets it, She does not like drop it and leave it. Yes, and she keeps it. It's short-lived, not like Sammy.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's right. Mhm.
What's her favorite toy?
She has this squirrel. Okay, look at this
Oh.
thing. It's destroyed. Oh, yes.
Oh,
She's got no
yes. It it looks like a roadkill. Is it meant to represent a roadkill squirrel?
nicer. But
It's now well loved.
yes, it's been through the mill. She has it in her mouth now. See, she came right out of bed. I took it. She has to have it back.
Oh, oh, how dare you?
Exactly.
Does she sleep with Squirrel?
Yes, she does bring it into the bed. Mhm. Yep. She has that
What it
or
was like
these
that
mental
he's
folks. Yes. Oh,
Oh, wow.
these guys.
Protecting her marrow bone?
Yes. I don't know if you can see it. But these guys.
No, I
Mhm.
guess.
She loves
Smart
these
girl.
too. Yes. Mhm.
Well, good for her teeth as well, most importantly.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, that's where she's spicy too, because if Sammy wants to chew on this thing, she like tries
Oh.
to grab it out of his mouth. And like a gentleman, he lets her have it. But sometimes though, he gets like, he's adamant he wants it. And he'll like, "Arr." It's just always entertainment.
Oh,
Always.
absolutely. There's it's Pug TV, but in reality Pug TV.
Exactly. Oh, and that's when they yell nuts
20
too, when oh, I'm sorry, what?
No, keep going, keep going.
Oh, that's another when they watch TV. Oh, God forbid there's like other animals. They start to bark like
Oh, a
crazy. Mhm.
particular animal?
Well, other dogs and then horses. Only horses. They go crazy over them. But
Ah,
yeah, like Sammy's
yes,
more he knows more if there's like a dog or deciphering of other stuff. He won't bark. Sophie just barks it. If I say with the doggy, then she'll go crazy. Yeah. So
she needs a prompt to understand what she's looking at.
right. But they're pretty smart. They watch TV like
I d
me and,
Yeah,
oh, you
oh,
know, it's some
absolutely. I'm thinking, these guys don't care too much. I think but admittedly, they're a lot older, so I think it's more of just the energy to bark at the TV is just not something
oh,
that I'm willing to expend these days. Um,
that
but it's quite I've had pugs that Charles was we used to have a screensaver on the TV, and it used to be just like animals of the wilderness, and whenever the hippopotamus come up, he'd go
mhm.
berserk, and I'd be
Oh,
just
see?
like, "What is it about the hippo?" Like, no other animal,
Right.
just the hippo. It was so random, horses and things are pretty typical for pugs from what I've heard. Um,
Oh, me
but yeah, Charles was a hippo, and he hated other pugs on the TV. He just
oh,
didn't matter fawn or black or anything else like that. Have you ever seen the movie Patrick? About
yes.
the
Oh,
the
I love
pug called
that
Patrick?
show. Yes. I
We
love
tried to watch it with the puppies, and we had to turn it off because Charles could not accept that there was competition, because he was also fawn. There was competition on the TV screen, so
oh,
had to
maybe
turn the
that's what
movie off.
Sammy thought. Like, oh, is that it? Is that why he
Lord
brings
knows. I just
okay.
think it's like, "You're a friend. Hello, hello, hello. Why are you not talking to me?"
That's right. He's trying to talk to them. Right?
Yeah, he's
Love that movie.
most unimpressed that Patrick doesn't respond.
Yes. Oh
Absolutely
my god.
terrible. But I tell you, they are Pavlov's dogs. Like, we've got a digital front door lock, and when they hear the beeping of that front door lock, they know Dad's coming home, and I am dead to them. So
Oh,
it's just sort of like it's incredible. It's like this we call it the pug tourage because all of them get out of bed or jump off the couch or whatever they're doing, and they all run down the passageway to meet him at the front door. But you know it's
yes.
cold when they look up from the bed and they hear the beep of the door, and then it's just sort of like, "Oh, it's too cold." And they go back to bed. And then Andrew gets all offended because apparently bed's better than them.
Oh,
Cold.
no. See? Oh, oh, I love when they come and greet you at the door. Yes, they know.
Oh,
That's
it's
like
the best feeling.
that's so cool. Yes, 'cause no matter what kind of day you had, it's like you forget
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
Mhm. No,
Oh,
especially
so
about the greeting I
how
get.
do they greet you at the door?
What right there, that's so funny 'cause that all I have to do is like, "Sammy." Like, I'll make a I'm just like, "Hey, no," he'll start, like, to howling, I don't have to say much, and it's just so like, it's just there, like, I don't have to, yeah, like, I'm gonna get Sammy," and he's not doing it right now, but it's just it will yeah, it's just great. They just get so excited and, jumping all over you. Uh, what
Oh,
else?
yeah.
I don't
Do you get little spinnies?
No, not too well, yeah, Sophie, she runs all over the place. They just wanna I'm like, "You guys ready to go for a walk?" Oh, see, like now, he's looking up. Now I have
Oh,
his attention.
ah,
Yes. 'Cause as soon as I get home,
now
I
you've
know they're going
now
for
you've
a walk.
started it.
Yes, I have.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. No, we're not going now.
So I was gonna say he'll start talking to you a minute, wanting to know why we're not
Well,
going.
exactly. But yes, that's great. When I get
So
home.
what is their favourite adventure? Is it going to the park, or do they have something in particular that they like doing more than anything else?
Oh, I mean, well, he gets excited when I say you wanna go for a ride in the car. Yes. So, but
Hmm.
they know or if I do say, I can't say it now, he's looking at it right at me. The P.A.R.K. Yeah. So is that the great adventure
Yes.
park? Oh, mhm. And then this particular park has a golf course in it. So, on the days when it's
Oh,
not so
wow.
yes, we go for a walk through the golf course because I need to get them exercise and for mommy too, we need our exercise. And
Mhm.
then sometimes we'll go through a Dunkin' Donuts or a Starbucks that has, again, a pup cup. I don't know if you have any over there. They give them,
We call them puggachinos.
oh, okay, yes, and whipped cream, right?
Oh, wow. Well, they don't get whipped cream, but yes, they do get the frothy milk and then a little bit of, liver treat dust on top.
Oh, oh, no, no, it's just whipped cream. They
Oh,
love it though.
wow.
Mhm.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's their
Yeah.
yep. So that's a good day, and then they go home. We'll go home and they're nice and tuckered out.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's nothing better than a tired pug to give you a couple of hours rest to be able to
Yeah,
then get other things done.
right. Exactly. Mhm.
Oh, now, does Sammy and Sophie get dressed up? The couple of photos that you've sent me, they're just in harnesses. So are they
Yeah, not really anymore. That's why I was trying to find something. I could never find something that fit a pug. So that's where I came across your
Mm.
when I heard your podcast and you said you make the clothes, that's when I was starting to go on your site to see what kind of clothes that could fit.
Oh,
And then, but yeah, it's I know they're always in their harnesses. I don't take them anywhere to get dressed up too. There's nothing really around here.
huh. Hey,
I
well, my personal opinion is going for a walk is an event to get dressed up for. So these guys are always dressed in their outfits because they love attention. Oh, you have to give me a second because Buster has
think sure.
our rescue foster pug, the one I was telling you before who's blind and deaf, um,
Yes.
has has decided he's going to wake up properly. And so if I don't let him sit on my lap for a few minutes, he will bark the house down because
Okay.
That's how he lets me know that it's time to feed him breakfast, even if it's not time to feed him breakfast.
It's always time for food. Exactly.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
he's cute.
He is
Hey,
he
buddy
is a
boy.
beautiful pug. He's going to
Mhm.
make a family a wonderful addition, that's for sure, when we find because obviously being blind and deaf, he has very specific house needs. Um,
Okay.
and it's sort of living in a city, as you would know, sort of most people live in townhouses or apartments, and so he can't live in somewhere that has stairs. Um,
Yeah.
so that's the that's our biggest challenge at the moment is finding a family who has a bit of experience with a blind pug, previously, so they sort of know what they're getting themselves into because it is you can't move furniture and all of that sort of obvious stuff. Yes, puppy.
Yeah.
He's very good at sniffing everything around him, and he can smell my tea. He's very good at finding a teacup if it's within reach to have a bit of a sniff and a lick out of. So
Okay. Yes.
he's a very smart pug. Hey, he's a good
He's,
boy. He is a good boy.
I
So,
hope he
but this
finds
is,
it.
I mean, the worst part. This is what Sammy and Sophie will look like when they turn 12.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
one of those things I love when pugs when they're young and their faces are all black and they're just the contrast, and then
Mhm.
they start to lose a little bit of their colour as they go grey, and you just sort of like, "Oh,
I
oh, they're
know,
getting
Sam.
old," and you just don't get old.
I know. He already has the white under his chin. I'm like, no, he's too
Oh,
young. He's 5. Is
it
that when it
creeps up
starts?
on you, like, it just yeah, like, it's sort of and black pugs will go grey quicker. But yeah, it just feels like it creeps up on you. Like one minute they've got this beautiful black face, and the next minute you're like, it's like when you look at yourself in the mirror. Oh my god, is that a grey hair I see on your chin? And then and then there's multiples, and you're like, no, you are not
Yes,
allowed to get old.
exactly. I know. Oh
No,
my gosh. I don't want that to
but
uh-uh.
but I do have to admit, as they get older, they do get more cuddly, and it's sort of like if you love pug cuddles. When
I
they get
do.
older, that is the
Mhm.
best part. They just seem to get more cuddly, so they tend to tolerate cuddles from you more.
Oh, good. That's how they are now, though, really. If I sit in my
Oh,
I know. Oh, yes, both of them have to be
mhm.
there. Mhm.
God,
Have
so both of them lap sitters, or if you do they fight over your lap? Oh,
No. Sammy, no, he'll take the arm of that chair,
oh,
but they both
yes.
have to be right there. So they find their space. And in the bed, they have to be right here up against my back. They
Oh,
have
very
one's on
nice.
one one is if you have your legs behind the knee, the crook of your knees, right
Uh-huh,
there.
yes.
Gotta be touching you though. So I
That's
love that.
very
So
important.
cozy. Yes. They're so
Oh,
loving,
yeah.
you know?
They are. Like, it was I actually saw on Facebook the other day, there was a quote, I can't remember the quote entirely, but it was something along the lines of like, "If you're a person who feels like you're not number 1 in everyone's life, you should get a pug."
Yes. Exactly. 'Cause you are?
I said I sent it to Andrew, like, we obviously have 2 of our own and we foster up to 2 at a time, but I went back to him and said, "Can we get another pug? I don't feel like I'm loved enough." And he told me
See?
no.
No, I know. I was
He's
on the
so
fur.
mean.
Oh, yes. I would have
It
5 if
is
I
like
mhm.
my dream pug grumble is a zebra crossing. So 2 fawn and 2 black, a boy and a girl in both. So
Oh,
that's
that
just
is that a
just
Brenda?
just so I have one of each.
Yes, there you go. Mhm. I know, I have a
But unfortunately, yeah, unfortunately here where I live in Australia, you're only allowed to have I think you're only allowed 2 or 3 dogs registered to your home. But
oh,
because we're registered foster carers, we're allowed to go up to 4. But, So I know that if I have my zebra crossing, it means we can't foster anymore. So that's
Oh,
sometimes you just have to accept that to have one thing, you can't have the other. Hello, is that Sammy?
yes, it's
Up
Sammy.
for a
Look at
He's up for a cuddle.
here.
Oh,
Yes.
no, Buster's blind, so he won't bark at the screen. So
Hold on. Oh, okay. Look, Sammy, there's a doggy. Look, that's Buster. That's Buster. Who's that? I wish you could see his head is tilting. He's looking around.
Yes.
I don't know if
A
you can
lot
see
going
him.
on, and it's a pity he doesn't wanna howl for us today, or do we wanna give it
Oh,
another try?
I could try to make him howl.
Hey?
Right?
Got We're
Sammy,
gonna make Sammy sing?
you gonna make him sing? I know, Sammy. Happy birthday to you. There he goes. He puts his whole body into it.
Oh, that is gorgeous. He does need a bit of training. He's not quite,
Yeah,
like, on key with the song.
right. Exactly. Right.
Just a bit more practice there, Sammy.
Okay. Yes. I don't know if pugs, I mean, do is it in them anyway to howl, or did I train him? I think I trained him,
But
but I see on, like, videos on Facebook, other pugs howl, so maybe it's in them?
it is, like, I think it's an individual thing. As I was saying, we've had guests before, Teddy and Doug, and they will sing to Pavarotti.
They were oh,
So it's this very specific, I can never remember the name of the song, but that is the one song that they will consistently howl to. So,
right?
it is beautiful here, but thankfully none of our pugs have ever howled. They definitely bark. They'll let you know what's going on in the world.
Got
But
okay.
but yeah, other than that, so it's sort of I always love hearing a pug howl because it makes me feel like they're saying, "Woe is me. My
I
life is
know.
so terrible. I didn't get treats this morning."
Oh, yes, it's right.
Hey,
Yes.
it's so not fair.
Oh, it's not fair. It just
So we talked about Sophie's spiciness, but what about Sammy? Is Sammy just the golden child? He's never naughty?
Oh, he's a door dasher. Okay, that's
Oh.
okay. Yes, I have to watch him at the door. He will try to escape. Mhm. So, yes, I just get so afraid him running out because they chase cars. Mhm.
Uh-huh.
So I have to be
Oh,
careful when I'm walk with the leash. Yes, they wanna run after a car. So
oh, that
that's
is I have
scary.
yes, Kenji is a sneaky, like, he will slip around your feet, especially if you're carrying groceries into the house. They know they're not allowed to go out the front door, but he will slip around you, and then all of a sudden thankfully, he doesn't run out onto the road even though we're on a quiet cul-de-sac, but you'll come back out to get another load of bags, and he'll be standing at the back car like, "Are we going somewhere? Is it?" And I'll be like, "How did you get out?" Like, you just
Oh, yes, he's
stealth
so fast.
stealth bug.
Yes, it's stealth mode.
Oh, it's just horrendous.
It
Good
is.
lord.
Very sneaky. And he'll run, and I have to the only way to get him back is I have to wait until he goes up on somebody else's deck in here, and then I can corner him. Mhm.
Oh,
That's it. It's so fast. Uh-huh.
oh, especially at that age, absolutely. They don't
Right.
slow down quick.
No, not really. But then, in the heat, I think it's the heat that makes him slow walking. Yes. Oh,
Mm.
so yeah. I don't know
Oh,
yeah, but he just is like, when we get to the end of our development here, that's it. He just wants to stay put and does not wanna come back. After, like, "Do you wanna go and see Rambo? You wanna go and see if Skippy's around?" "Oh, Skippy's puppy." Oh, he loves Skippy. Why, Sammy?
Oh.
You want to see Skip? Huh? Didn't you say? Yeah. There we
Whatever.
go.
You're going to have to
Oh,
come through with all these promises
God.
now. Otherwise, he's not going to talk to
Oh,
you again.
exactly. Oh, I owe him big time. We gotta go to the park again. We gotta go see Skippy.
Absolutely. Look, Mary, thank you so much for coming on the show to talk about Sammy and Sophie. It's so wonderful to get to know them.
Thank you for having me. It's
Oh,
a
no, it's been wonderful. So, Sammy and
Mhm.
Sophie don't have their own Instagram accounts. They're way too busy living their pug life to stop for photos and things. But if anyone does want to say hi to Sammy and Sophie, they can actually still write hello notes and questions and things on their post in the Pug Life Show Facebook group. So Mary will check it out to see if anyone's written anything, which I'm sure they will, because I'm sure there are other people out there who share the similar spicy stories about Sammy and Sophie's pug life.
yes, I would love to hear.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
What a great episode with Sammy the Songbird and Sophie the Sass Queen. We've loved getting to know this duo and their hilarious pug life, from harness dragging to conning bones from the UPS lady to WWF style puggy body slams in retaliation for the spicy pug rumbles. Want to send them some extra love or share your own personal stories of WWF style rumbles? Then pop over to our Facebook group, the Pug Life Show Podcast, and leave them a message. Trust us, they'll be all snorts and wiggles when they hear from you. Plus, if you haven't already, please follow the podcast so you don't miss out on the next episode. And while you're at it, leave us a review. It only takes a couple of seconds to give us a 5-star review, and it goes a long way to helping other pug parents find us. Rosie, Kenji, Buster, and I hope that you will join us again soon. But until then, have a pawsome week, and humans, be generous with the snackies.